With the new refresh, the Platinum card has come with a ton of new benefits that could be a bit confusing and that could lead to a lot of mistakes with this card. So in this video, we're going to be going over the 10 mistakes that most people make when they have this card and how you can avoid them so that you can get the absolute maximum value out of this card. Now, the annual fee for this card is $895, so let's see how we can beat that $895 year after year of having this card. Mistake number 1, misusing your points. Now, there are many ways that Amex likes to tempt you with the many offers that they have where you don't get the max value out of your points. For example, things like gift cards or using your points for statement balances. These are ways that are beneficial for them, but they're not beneficial for the user, and really it's just a waste of your points. The minimum acceptable value for your Amex points should be 1 cent per point because there are tons of ways to get even more value than that. So anything that falls short of 1 cent per point is really a waste of your points. And the way to get most value out of your points is going to be through booking business class flights through transferring out to different airline partners. For example, here's a one-way business class flight from LAX to Tokyo that would only cost you 86,600 Amex points after you transfer them out to Cathay Pacific. And the cost in cash for this exact same booking would generally be somewhere around $3,300 for this one business class flight. Now, if we use the equation cost of travel in cash over the cost of travel in points times 100, we would get this cent per point value. In this equation, it'd be $3,300 over 86,600 points times 100, and that would give us the value of 3.26 cents per point, which is way above that 1 cent per point mark that we talked about earlier. So in this situation, every 10,000 points you spent, that would equate to $326, which is way better than the baseline of $100. So if possible, save up all your points and go book it for the really nice business class flight, because that's what these points are the most useful for. They unlock these business class flights for us for dirt cheap, whereas, if you were to pay with cash, that'd be $3,000 per flight. So if you want to book these for a reasonable $860 in value with points, for example, this is the way to do so. Now, let's say business class flights aren't your thing and you just kind of want a bunch of economy flights so that you can just fly free forever. Well, there's also great options for that as well. For example, let's say you wanted to go to Paris. Well, I found this one-way flight right here from New York to Paris that would only cost you 18,000 Amex points, and the value for this one flight is going to be $334. Plus, Amex always literally has like a 20% transfer bonus to Air France. I don't think they have one this month, but generally they always do. So instead of 18,000 points, because there's a 20% boost, you would only need 15,000 points for this flight that would cost you $334. So let's use that same equation again. 334 over 15,000 points times 100 would give you the value of 2.22 cents per point, which is also a really, really great redemption rate. And that also beats that 1 cent per point mark. Amex has some of the best airline transfer partners, and booking business class flights is possible with your Amex points. And that's why I like to use them for business class flights, because, I really value these flights, and getting them from dirt cheap with points is the only way I can really fly these flights. My fiance and I are going to Tokyo for our honeymoon this year, and we got 2 round-trip business class flights from Tokyo all the way back to LAX, and that would generally have cost us $16,000 because that was peak time. And then, basically we're just going to be getting that for free because we booked it all with Amex points. Mistake number 2, not pairing Inkind with Resy. Now, if you haven't heard about Inkind, it's basically like this app where there's like a ton of restaurants on there where you can pay the check through Inkind, and whatever you pay, whatever your amount was, you earn 20% back generally on whatever the amount was. And get this, a lot of Resy restaurants are also on the Inkind app. And you can see where this is going. You can pair this with the $400 Resy credit, and every time you spend that $100, might as well on top of that get 20% back, because you could just play with the Platinum card, get your $100 credited, but you could stack it with Inkind and get 20% back of that $100 you spent. So let's go over an example here. There's a restaurant here in LA called YESS. Yes, I've been meaning to go there. And you can see that they're both on Resy and on Inkind. So let's say, for example, that my bill came out to exactly $100. Well, I would use my Platinum card and link it to my Inkind, pay with my Platinum card, get that $100 reimbursed to me, but also on my Inkind app, I'm going to earn 20% back on that dinner. So now I have $20 in my Inkind wallet. Plus you get $25 just for signing up for Inkind. You don't even have to make a purchase or anything. Just literally sign up and you get $25 in your wallet. So the next time you use this credit with Resy and you get $20 back, now you have $45 and you can just kind of keep continually raising up your credits in Inkind so that you can pay for a full meal off that. And so yeah, I'll make sure to put my referral link down for Inkind if you're interested in getting that $25 free. So since a lot of Resy restaurants are also on Inkind, your next meal can now be $145 if you signed up for Inkind, got the sign up bonus, and managed to get that 20% back, because for the next quarter, you can get that $100 credit again. So this is a great way to increase your $100 quarterly credit to like a nicer meal, basically. Mistake number 3, not linking Rakuten to your Amex account. So Rakuten, if you haven't heard, is like this cashback portal where basically you can earn things like, let's say 10% cashback at Dell. And whatever you spend there, you would earn 10% back in cash. Well, with Rakuten, they're actually partners with Amex, so you can actually transfer those cash into actual points to your Amex account. This week especially, there's 15% back and they're marketing it pretty heavily. So you can earn 15% on things like Lululemon or like Dick's Sporting Goods or Adidas, things like that. So they got some really good multipliers on Rakuten. For example, right now, Lululemon on Rakuten has 15% back on all purchases, which is crazy. So let's also pair this with that $300 Lululemon credit. You get $75 quarterly. So I'm going to buy my physical gift card on the website for $75 and times 15. That would give me 1,125 Amex points or $11.25 back. Or let's say you went on Dell's website and you get 10% back and you wanted this Sony a7 III for $2,200, which I'm actually going to be getting soon. You get either $220 back or you get 22,000 Amex points that's going to be linked to your Amex account. Rakuten has some crazy multipliers. So, if you're in the market to just buy anything, my rule of thumb is always check Rakuten first and then see if they have a multiplier and then buy it. And that's the way you maximize your purchases. Things like, this mic or that whole setup. Maybe Home Goods has something, or like maybe Uniqlo has a multiplier on Rakuten. So, always check for your big purchases and go through Rakuten first so that you can maximize your spending. Now, I've actually had some beef with Rakuten recently where they haven't been paying me out my points for like 2 quarters now, but the issue was finally solved. It's because I had, I guess, too many points held up in my Rakuten account. So I needed to sign a 1099 form and like this long DocuSign in order for them to send it to me. But yeah, if you have anything more than 100,000 points going into your payouts, just know that you're going to be in for some hassle with Rakuten. You're going to have to email them a lot. After like literally 2 months of emailing them, they finally sent me my 140,000 points. But yeah, just a word of caution for anyone that, builds up their points to that level. I guess they have a hard time paying out really high amounts like that. But it's okay, all is good, and I got my points, and I somewhat still believe in Rakuten. If it happens again, I will definitely be telling you about it. Yeah, I was pretty mad because, a whole year without my points was pretty bad, but they paid me out, so we're on good terms. What's cool about Rakuten right now too is that just for signing up and spending on anything, you get $50 as a sign up bonus, which is great. Or that's going to be 5,000 Amex points. So yeah, I'll make sure to put that referral link down in the top comment of this video as well if you want just like a $50 free. Mistake number 4, not using your $200 airline fee credits for actual flights. Now the Platinum card comes with a $200 airline fee credit where it's pretty hard to use. These things for like incidentals, like seat upgrades, but the one thing that they don't let you use is actual flight tickets. But there are actually 2 different loopholes that you can use so that you can just use the $200 for flights. The first way is to just toggle your airline as United Airlines and simply buy United Bank cash in $100 increments, and you will be reimbursed $100 every time you buy that United Bank cash. So just do that maybe 2 or 3 times and you can have like up to $600 in like United Bank cash, and you can use that for an actual flight ticket somewhere. Now the second method is to just toggle your airline as Delta, buy a Delta flight that's less than $200 and you will be reimbursed that amount. But this has become a little bit more risky over the years. In the past, this has always basically worked with everyone, but I've tried it this year and it didn't automatically happen. I had to actually talk to the Amex chat representative to tell them like, hey, this is just a fee that I booked, and they were more than happy to actually reimburse that to me. Now, if you don't want to go for that risky route, what you can do is you can use that airline fee credit for actual Delta Sky Club guest access, because a guest costs $50 every time you want to enter the Delta Sky Club. So basically with this $200 airline fee credit, you can get up to 4 free guests every year. Mistake number 5, not double dipping your $200 airline fee credit. In your first year of having the card, you can actually get the $200 airline fee credit twice, and here's how. See, the airline fee credit comes every calendar year, and every time you get the card for the first year, you get 2 calendar years in your first year of having the card. Let's say you got this card in October of 2025. Well, your first calendar year will then be from October to the end of December. That would give you $200 right there. And your next calendar year would be from January to the next October, when you had to pay another annual fee. You could decide to either cancel there or you can keep going forward, but either way, you would get $400 within 1 annual fee of the card. This means within the first year of having your card, you can do this twice and get $400 in airline fee credits, aka $400 in United Bank cash, or 8 guest passes to the Delta Sky Clubs, whatever floats your boat. Mistake number 6, not using your protections. Now, the Platinum card comes with some pretty amazing protections, and I will list them all right here. They're not as good as Visa Infinite protections, but they are still pretty useful. My favorites are going to be trip delay reimbursement and purchase protection, because these are 2 that I actually use on like a daily basis or on a travel basis. Trip delay reimbursement is really useful for, like, let's say when an airline cancels on you last minute and you have to rebook a flight, you're stuck at the airport, things like that. This is going to be really good because they reimburse you for the hassle that they caused you. And this has happened to me, of course, with Spirit Airlines this year, and I filed a claim and I got reimbursed for my new ticket and some. Now, purchase protection is great because this is the best retail protection of all the land, because basically, let's say you bought something within 90 days of purchase and you lost it, or it got stolen, or you can just file a claim and say like, yeah, it's just not for me. Well, you can file a claim with purchase protection and you can get reimbursed that amount so that you can get another one, or you could just not get another one and just get reimbursed for that amount. I think a lot of people see these protections as kind of like, I'm going to file a claim. It's a lot of work. It's not worth it. But let me tell you, it is totally worth it. And it's a benefit that you can use and that you should use if someone wrongs you or if you lose something. These protections really do come in clutch if you're willing to put in a little bit extra work. And the thing about Amex that I love with these protections is that you can file a claim directly through their app. A lot of these credit card companies make it a little harder for you because you have to go on a different website, file a claim there. But Amex literally holds your hand the entire time and guides you through the process of filing a claim. It's almost as if they want you to file a claim and they want you to use these benefits. So that's something I really like about Amex here. Mistake number 7, not enrolling in the credits before using them. This one is pretty simple. I actually just made this mistake last quarter of 2025. I'm still mad about it, but it's more of like a reminder for you guys. Make sure to enroll in the credits before you actually use the credits. I have 4 Platinum cards. Okay, so in my defense, I forgot just one of them. So on my trip to Lululemon, I bought something, and then after I bought it, I enrolled in the credit, and lo and behold, it did not get reimbursed to me, which is totally my fault. I guess that's the downside of having 4 Platinum cards. It's kind of hard to manage all 4. So yeah, I just took the L on that one. I'm not going to be reimbursed. But for you guys, make sure going forward, if you're going to buy something from Lululemon or use the Resy credit, enroll in it first or you will not be reimbursed. Literally, just go to your membership tab. Anything that has the gray not enrolled yet, just go ahead and enroll in it. And then going forward, you don't have to stress about this ever again. And yes, I did ask if they could just possibly reimburse it for me. And the answer was a flat out no. So you can't even get it reversed. So learn from my mistakes and enroll before you use the credits. Mistake number 8, using the Platinum card to pay for things. Now, the Platinum card is not a card that you use to purchase many things. Really, the Gold card and the Blue Business Plus card are the cards for that. And the reason why is because the only thing that the Platinum card really has is 5 times points on hotels booked through the Amex travel portal and 5 times points on airlines. And that in itself isn't even that great. So if you do buy things off of, like the travel portal and you actually use cash, then that's the only exception to use your Platinum card. Literally in any other category, especially food, you should use the Amex Gold card or the Business Blue Plus, because the Business Blue Plus comes with a 2x catch-all category for literally everything. So your baseline for everything should be a minimum at 2%, whereas the Platinum card only comes with a one-time baseline catch-all for everything. So yeah, if you're not paying for travels, use the Blue Business Plus or the Amex Gold card. And for the Amex Blue Business Plus card, if you're thinking, I don't have a business, I can't get approved, well, think again, because all you really need is your social security number and any kind of side income that comes in, even if that's just like a very minimal amount. Amex is very lenient on business credit cards. They want you to have them really badly, so you'll most likely get approved for them. I'll make sure to put the referral links down for the Amex Gold card and the Blue Business Plus card down in the top comment of this video. These are my friends' links, so if you guys were to use them, I'd be ultimately grateful. Mistake number 9, not checking Amex offers. There are two things that are really valuable in the Amex offer section. One is extra points boost for certain companies like Amazon or like Yard House, things like, or Adidas, things like that. And two is no lifetime language offers. And these are offers that you can get that, for example, if you've already had a Platinum card, you can get another Platinum card and you can get another sign-up bonus because it doesn't have that language of just one sign-up bonus in your life. For the points boost feature in the Amex offers, there's some pretty cool offers here, like earn X amount of Amex points after spending $100 on Amazon, or 50% off Amazon products when using any membership reward points. These are some pretty solid offers. As for the no lifetime language offers, they're basically these offers that don't have this bold lettering right here. And basically, if it doesn't have this bold lettering, that means they're allowing you to get an extra sign-up bonus, an additional card, and you can earn just basically free points on the house. Generally with Amex cards, you can only earn the sign-up bonus once in your lifetime. So if there's that no lifetime language offer, that means they're just giving you a second chance here. For me personally, whenever I see these offers, I hop on them immediately because these are just free points. And yeah, I just get to have multiple Platinum cards and I get to hit the sign-up bonuses multiple times. Just this year, I hit 2 business Platinum card offers that gave me 500,000 points. And yes, I did have to spend 40,000 points, but I will be making a video shortly on how I managed to spend so much money, even as someone as frugal as me can spend 40K. So yeah, check your offers right now. See if you have one of these no lifetime language offers, and maybe you can get like a second gold card or like a second business gold card, whatever it is, but these are just free points right there. And lastly, mistake number 10, making sure to just use all of your credits. Now this one might be obvious, but this card has a freaking $895 annual fee. So you better be using all the credits to maximize this card. Something I like to do is split up the credits into annual, biannual, quarterly, and monthly credits, so I can just kind of remind myself like, oh, I got to use this one this quarter, or I got to use this one this month. For example, going forward, I know that I have to use the Resy credit and the Lululemon credit every quarter, and I have to make sure that I don't let it go to waste because these don't stack. They run out if you don't use it, right? They're just gonna disappear. So make sure you get the full $300 from your Lululemon credit, your full $400 from your Resy credit, and take the extra step to maximize those credits. Buy gift cards if you can't purchase anything, or with that Resy, use Inkind with it so that you can earn extra cash back on that free Resy credit. If you want a full video on how to absolutely maximize this Platinum card, I actually have a video on the 22 steps that you can take to fully milk every single benefit out of this card. So if you want to watch that, make sure to check it out right there. So that is really it. Those are the 10 mistakes that I see people make all the time with the Platinum card. So make sure you don't make them, and make sure to use those steps that I talked about in this video so you can absolutely maximize every credit from this card. So let me know down in the comments if I missed anything, if there's something in the Platinum card that you think is a big mistake that you see people do all the time. I would love to hear what you guys have to think down in the comments. Hope you guys learned a lot in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Woo!